Mercedes-Benz. Hey, everybody. Got the Hall of Famer, primetime Deion Sanders. Yeah. I am Chris Rose. I am super excited because why? I have got the biggest show of the year. There's no question about it because my man is here in studio. I was so excited I wasn't even looking at the right camera. Let's hear it for him, Deion Sanders
thought I was
in studio,
at the crib.
right?
Thought I was at the crib again.
I know, nice.
I miss all y'all.
What happened? Did you catch a bad flight and you ended up?
I miss all y'all, kinda.
Uh-huh.
No, I really do.
Did you turn the wrong direction? What happened?
No, business.
Oh,
business brought me.
Okay, well, let's get to the business at hand, as in a little Sunday Night Football, if you don't mind.
I love it.
All right, so the Patriots go down to the Charm City, and it got ugly. I mean, okay, so it's very easy. Everybody just find your next Lamar Jackson, and this is the way you end up.
It's not that easy.
Okay.
You're looking at a Rolls-Royce Phantom and Tom Brady versus the Bugatti. That's what it is. This is a Bugatti. This is something new. A lot of folks don't even see these on the road. You can't just get these things anywhere. Lamar Jackson really elevated the level of expectation and thought for a lot of professional scouts right now. Now they're combing colleges once again saying, is that out there? Is that out there? We got to find one of those.
Don't you remember a few weeks ago that I told you that this would be the toughest team for them to play?
Yep, you're right.
All right. I was right finally.
You're right.
Finally.
Because they run the ball really effective. The number one rushing team in the NFL, and they showed tonight why they're that.
All right, we've got full highlights of the Sunday night game coming up and what it exactly means for both teams' future. But let's talk a little bit about Week 9. Did we see some teams get exposed out there a little bit?
Yeah, we did. We saw the Green Bay Packers get exposed. We saw some, I would say, darn it.
No, you're not buying it. You think it was just an anomaly? You think it was just a one in, or are they okay or not?
It was, but I'm sitting up here looking at these stats defensively, man, and they're not who I think they are, who I want them to be defensively. Offensively, you can sputter. Aaron Rodgers is going to bring you back.
Right.
He's just that good. But defensively, these guys aren't where I really need them to be to go to the next level and get deep into the playoffs, second, third round of the playoffs.
Yeah, they look really good the first 5-6 weeks, and sometimes at times it's gotten a little off kilter. And then there was a crazy game up in Seattle as well, and we're going to touch on that. Buccaneers and the Seahawks, and Tyler Lockett was simply phenomenal.
Fire.
Yeah, Russell Wilson was great as well.
The defense was great.
Wilson threw 5 touchdowns. Lockett became the first Seahawks player with 150-plus receiving yards and at least 2 touchdowns since 1995.
He had 18 targets today.
Yeah. And so that means he balled.
And he got the call.
And you guys talked about Josh Gordon joining the squad.
Have you met Josh yet? Have you seen him around?
No, I haven't seen him around. He's supposed to come in on Tuesday, so that's when I'll meet him for the first time.
But make sure when you meet him for the first time, you sit him down and say, I got 18 balls at me last week, man. This ain't going to change.
No, I'm not going to say that at all, man. I'm just thankful that I even got that many targets, man. I mean, I used to be thankful I got 1 or 2. Now, just to be able to have that much, I mean, you just got to be able to accept it and move on. But I'm looking forward to having Josh on our team, man. He's going to fit in perfectly, and I'm excited to see what we're going to do with him.
Isn't the point here, though, Josh Gordon's got to be healthy physically, which we're not so sure, and then emotionally as well, because that's been the big question.
What happened? No, that's the big question. Why ain't nobody talking about what happened? Like, you just all of a sudden you out of
New England?
Yeah, like, what happened?
Well, do you think you're ever going to find out why out of there?
What happened? I mean, what happened? They don't just drop somebody. That dude can ball. I mean, he is definitively one of the best receivers in the game. What happened?
Well, we're not going to
I'm a Reddit fan. Somebody text me, tweet me, do something, tell me what happened.
Well, we'll see what it means exactly for the Seahawks, who improved to 7-2, and they got to go in a little bit. All right, still ahead, Chicago's offense is an unbearable watch. Is it strictly the quarterback's fault? And if so, why not pull the plug now? Deion has answers on those tough questions. And more on New England not living the charm life in the charm city. But can Baltimore do this again up in Foxborough if they need to come January? That and more. It's Game Day Prime with Prime in studio. Game Day Prime. I got Prime in studio. One time only. At least until next week when we make you get back here again. That's all right. He was excited because we had a really, really good Sunday night football game, at least on paper. You had the unbeaten Patriots taking on the road. And, oh, look who's getting his Hall of Fame ring.
I wouldn't even thank him because if I had known Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, the whole crew was there, I would have picked Baltimore.
Yeah, we would have been doing the show.
You're not going to play bad in front of Dad and them.
Hey, how about first drive, Lamar Jackson? You ain't stopping that.
You can't stop that.
No.
You can't teach that, you can't coach that, you can't stop that.
They possessed the ball in the first quarter for 12 minutes and 48 seconds, most by any team this year.
That's the target. You keep the ball out of Tom Brady's hands, you will have success.
Second quarter now, and in Gus we trust, as in Gus Edwards, a forgotten guy, but he can be productive.
Well, you got two other guys you worried about right there on that play, and you slip it to Gus, touchdown.
It's 17-zip, easy.
They're not used to that.
Easy now. Hey, do your job. Do your job. And you know what? They do because, oh, no. Oh, no. No. You're up 17 nothing. Just hang on to the punt.
Here you go.
Yep.
That changes momentum instantly.
Yeah, that was Cyrus Jones muffing it. And then that means Tom Brady to Mohamed Sanu in his second game as a Patriot. Gets his first TD, and at 17-7, he had a feeling it was going to start to turn a little bit because now it's 17-10.
There you go.
Third and goal at the 6, and James White, he is ruled just short. The play would be reviewed because it looked like he tripped over his own feet.
And he tripped over his lineman's feet.
Yeah, and no touchdown. No touchdown. But look at the amount they trailed in the first half and then compared it to week 9. Third quarter at 17-13. This is a game changer. Yeah. Julian Edelman trying to make a play.
The Jews don't make those type of mistakes. A huge play, huge change of momentum right there.
That's Marlon Humphrey, who's had a really good year for the Ravens, returning it and styling it, and they're back up 11. Now, the Pats trying to come back, and James White, he's going to bully his way in. So New England's back within 4. Tom Brady's like, okay.
We got a game.
Uh-huh. But here come the Ravens. Ensuing possession, Lamar.
See, this kind of stuff right here, man. This kind of stuff right here. Kids, don't try this at home. That's a grown man out there.
Who's trying that at home? I want to meet that person. So it gets down to the 5-yard line. 2 plays later, second and goal. Nick Boyle, the stud blocking tight end, finally gets that elusive first touchdown that Lamar Jackson wanted to get him a few weeks ago, according to our Michael Silver. Yes, I wrote an outstanding column on that, how I wanted to get Nick Boyle, and so it finally happened. And then Brady, trying to air it out to Sanu, but that's Earl Thomas.
Earl Thomas making plays as usual. Brady up under duress, throws it up, just like a punt right there. That's what he's thinking anyway.
His second pick of the year. Yeah, he can strike a pose, even against the unbeaten Patriots. Then it's Jackson. Mark Ingram, is he a perfect Raven?
Yeah, unbelievable. Moving the chains. 21 reasons, man. I love the way he approaches the game.
And then 9 plays later, it's Lamar again.
Can't stop this.
Look at this.
Can't deal with it.
Orlando Brown drags him in. Basically picked him up and said, you just get in here, kid. I want you in the end zone. That's pretty good. Patriots allowed as many touchdowns Sunday as they had all year entering week 9, and that was 4 and 4. And so now the Ravens get the W. And so what did we learn about Baltimore?
We learned that Baltimore is who we think they are running the football. They're the number 1 rushing team in the NFL, and they showed why they are. You cannot stop that 3-headed monster. You got a fullback hitting it. Now you got a running back hitting it. Then you got the read option, and he throws off all plays as well. Lamar Jackson went through his progressions. He was flawless out there today, protected the ball. But the time of possession, I think they kept the ball for 36 minutes. That means Tom Brady is not handling the ball as much as normal, and that's tremendous.
All right, so let's say that these two teams lock horns in January, but let's say the game's in Foxborough. Okay. And by the way, Baltimore might end up being the 1 seed. We don't know. This team can travel. I know it's not the defense we're used to seeing with Baltimore in years past, but this offense can.
They can travel because they can run the football.
Right.
In any inclement weather that you may get in the playoffs, they can travel. The thing is, defensively and coach-wise, schematically, can you come up with a scheme once again to curtail this Tom Brady-led team? You got a couple turnovers. You got some big plays. I don't know if it's going to be like this if they had to play this game in New England. But what Baltimore did tonight was let everyone know that they are real.
All right, 20 seconds here. For weeks, we've been saying the distance between New England and the rest of the AFC is a monumental gap. How close is it between New England and Baltimore after Sunday?
We didn't expect New England to go undefeated. No one expect. We don't expect anyone to go undefeated.
There was a lot of people talking about that.
Who?
There's a lot of people that were saying 16-0, 16-0
No,
to get past Baltimore.
I never thought that. I don't think nobody's going undefeated.
Up here,
no one's going undefeated. So you know they were going to have a blemish on their record. But how they lost? Let me tell you something. They will make adjustments and they will come back stronger. But Baltimore will too. They proved that they can run the ball. They're not afraid of New England, and they out-physicaled New England in every facet.
Is it here? Is it here? Help me out.
It's tight.
Move my hands. Where
it's
is
tight,
it?
man. It was just their day. It was their day. It was their day.
Is it this tight?
It was their day. It was their day today.
Okay. It was the Chargers' day as well.
Yeah,
they took on the Green